Most teenagers are going to waste the next 5 to 10 years of their lives scrolling, gaming, and following the same systems that keep everyone poor. And then they are going to wake up in their 30s with no skills, broke, no confidence. If you are listening to this right now, I know that you don't want to end up like this. And what I know for sure is that you do not want to be average. You want to build something for yourself. You want to make money, you want respect, and live life by your own terms. So today I'm going to give you 7 tips that are going to help you to attain your first 10K, not fake motivation. This is only real principle that I live by. Number 1 is going to be master one skill. One big issue with most teenagers is that they try to do everything. 1 week, for example, it is drop shipping. Next week, it is crypto, then YouTube, then nothing. That is why, by doing that, they never build momentum. The funny aspect of this was actually also my first error when I started my journey to my first 10K per month. I tried so many business models, but the issue is that when I was hit with a little bit of difficulty, I was going to switch to the next idea. And by doing that, it was really a very big mistake. But when I decided to buckle up, sit down, and finally decided to only take one business idea for at least 6 to 12 months, this is when I actually started to see changes. You only need one skill that people are going to pay you for it. For example, for me, it started with fitness coaching because I was quite fit. I love fitness, I love doing exercises. So because I was actually in the best shape of my life, I decided now to do customization of shoes. This one was actually the business that gave me the most amount of money. You can also check it. And I'm not hiding anything. Maybe for you, it can be design, it can be editing, it can be coding, it can be drop shipping. It doesn't matter. What matters for you right now is not to try to search for the best business model. Is to take a business model that you are sure you are going to follow for the next 6 to 12 months. You need to stick to one thing so long enough that you are going to become very dangerous doing it. And that is how you are going to stop to be another wannabe entrepreneur and actually build leverage. Pick one lane and go all in for the next 12 months, not even 6 months. Solve all the problems, solve all the difficulties, and you are going to see something happening in your life. That alone is going to separate you for 99% of all the teenagers. But look, if you want me to make a videos about the best skills that you can learn for the next 2025 to 2026, you can just comment skill 25. The second one for you is going to be stop caring about school timeline. I'm not telling you to drop out of school. I'm telling you, stop worshiping the school system. School is not going to make you rich. It is designed to make you compliant. Most of your teachers have never made money outside of their jobs. And because of that, they cannot teach you freedom. In 2025, what is actually going to matter is the skills that you are going to build after class. Those late night, learning editing, learning coding, learning drop shipping. These are the nights that are going to pay out. Or even hitting the gym to become the best version of yourself. That is your real education. The real education of life, because chasing only the part of school is going to give you the same life as 99% of the whole population. If you stay stuck thinking that your diploma is going to be your golden ticket, you're going to graduate with debt and regret. Number 3, money comes from value, not time. Most people share the same thought that making money is about how hard you work or how many times you are putting in. And the thing is that it is completely false. Making money in 2025, it is about value. When I was selling high-end sneakers, people paid me not because I was working 2 to 3 hours detailing the sneakers, but they paid me because I gave them something unique, something that they couldn't find anywhere else. If maybe you are an editor, a person learning coding, they're not going to pay you for your time clicking, or they're not paying you for the amount of code that you're going to write. No, they are paying you because your videos are going to make their brand look good. That is the sole objective for all of this. So understand that time doesn't make you rich. Value is going to make you rich. And that mindset shift can change your whole income forever. 4th point, build discipline before chasing riches. You are never going to make your first 10K if you are not disciplined enough, if you cannot control yourself, if you can't wake up early, if you can't stick to the gym, if you can't manage your phone use. Forget about managing a business, because managing a business is very stressful. Because of a little bit of stress, a little bit of pressure, you're going to break. I see so many teenagers who want to become successful, who want to have a business, but they can't go even a week without watching Netflix or without wasting time on TikTok. I know some of you might take this the wrong way, but let's be honest here, brothers and sisters. We are living in the era of endless scrolling, and I'm not going to pretend that I am perfect. Sometimes I catch myself scrolling like all of you, not for knowledge, not for growth, but just scrolling to distract myself. But the difference is that I only allow myself to do that when I'm sure that I've already put in enough of work in my business and my personal growth up the day. So here's the truth. If you have got growth to hit, ideas to build, and a life you want to create, every time you choose scrolling over taking action, you are basically saying goodbye to your future self and your future experience. The one person who could be living a life of paradise in the next few years. Discipline is a foundation. Success is built on routine. That is why me going to the gym wasn't just about building muscles. It was actually training myself, training my brain to be able to show up even when I don't feel like it. Because once you master discipline, money is going to be a byproduct of. Big point, learn how to sell. Listen carefully. The highest paid skill in the world, sales. It doesn't matter if the sales is face-to-face, on a call, or even through a video like this one. If you can't sell yourself, your idea, or your brand, you are going to be invisible in the marketplace. When I was selling sneakers, I wasn't just selling simple shoes. What I was selling was status, creativity, and uniqueness. And if you are in fitness, like I was, you are not just selling workout, you are selling confidence, respect, and transformation. Look at Jordan Belfort. Yeah, the Wolf of Wall Street. He made over 50 million a year at his peak just from sales. And even though he went through an illegal route, if you can say like that, he just proved how powerful sales can be if you actually dedicate yourself to it. Or even Elon Musk before Tesla and SpaceX, Zip2 at $300 million. Without skills, none of those rockets that is actually launching right now were going to exist. And many teenagers avoid sales because they have the idea that it is difficult. But those who actually embrace it and go beyond their bridge now have the control of their lives forever. The world is going to pay the salesman more than the worker. Number 6, stop flexing, start reinvesting. Every time that you make a little bit of money, you feel the urge to spend it like a millionaire. New clothes, new watch, nights out, and you try to look like your favorite rapper. That is why most young guys are going to stay broke. Instead, if you have a business, you need to reinvest into your craft, buy better equipment, learn better skills, expand your network. That is how your money is going to multiply. When I made my first money, I could have blown it away on jewelry, supercars, and all of that. Instead, what I did is that I decided to reinvest it in more stocks, in better education, my business. That is why today I can build bigger things. And remember, trying to look rich is going to keep you poor, while reinvesting is what is going to grow your network. Number 7, find a mentorship or a community. This whole game of chasing money, of gaining value, you're not supposed to do this alone. That is why you have to look at your circle. If everyone around you is broke, lazy, or even unmotivated, guess where you're going to end up? Yeah, that is why if you're not well placed, you need to find people that are already where you want to be. Then you need to learn from them, model them, and even pay for mentorship if you have the money to do that. Even me right now, I'm not just talking to you as a random guy. I'm talking to you like a big brother, because 3 to 4 years from now, I've actually wished that someone could have actually seen me like this and talk to me and give me all these small thoughts that I'm having with you right now. It could have saved me so many years of mistake. The fastest way to your first 10K is not only through try and error, it is following someone who have already done it and which you actually learn from him. Brothers and sisters, here are exactly the 7 tips to be able to make your first 10K. Please use it well and implement it as fast as possible. And don't forget, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be simple for you to be able to be ahead of 99% of your age. And remember this, stay focused, stay driven, stay you. I see you in the next video.